My name is Jared Morgan with Bradshaw and Will. I'm an insurance agent, and we're going to discuss how to set up commercial insurance files. Now, there's really two ways you could have gotten to this video. First, are you a consumer who wants to keep his file and his policies on file, or are you an agent looking to set up your files? We're going to talk about both as we get into it. First, if you're a consumer, the question is, do you need to keep your policy for more than the current year term? It depends on what you do, but in most cases, liability coverage, especially general liability coverage, will remain in force into eternity as you go forward. Now, as your business grows, if you have a claim that gets reported 20 years from now that happened this year, in most cases, depending on how your policy is written, your policy that was in force at the time of claim will respond to that. So if you're in a business that does anything with pollution, or if you do anything where what we call long tail exposure exists, you want to keep those policies on file. For example, many churches have been scrambling for policies when an abuse comes out or an accusation comes out that someone at their church abused a child. They're looking for the insurance policy in force that they had 25 years ago when the event happened. If they had it on file, they'll get coverage, but many times, depending on the organization, they may not be able to find coverage. In addition to that, when asbestos was discovered as a pollutant that caused cancer, many different insurance companies took massive financial hits because investors or owners of the companies who had created and worked in asbestos found policies from the time that the individuals were working for them and employees were working for them and dealing with asbestos, and they got those policies to respond to the accusation that they were negligent in letting their employees work with asbestos. So keep your policies for general liability. Keep them for many years and store them in a safe place. Now, if you're an agent that's looking about setting up insurance files and how to keep up with them, in this case, most agencies, depending on if they're independent or captive, are going to have an agency management system that tracks their clients and customers. Now, if you're a small agent and you're struggling with what to do, some software like Outlook or maybe even your company websites may be sufficient. But I would encourage you to do some form of scanning or digital storage of your files, so you don't require or rely solely on paper, because if your building burns down or if they're destroyed, you could have a problem. In addition, if you're an agent, most states require a minimum of 5 to 7 year retention on policies before you can destroy them or move on. My name is Jared Morgan. We've been discussing how to set up commercial insurance files. Thanks.